Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, and another one bites the dust, as they say. Man, how many times we gonna go through this song and dance? How many times we gonna go through this song and dance? Throw in EA in the catalog, throw in Bethesda, and now you can throw in Ubisoft, as Ubisoft is the latest publisher that will be crawling back to Steam for their day one releases. Yes, Assassin's Creed Shadows has been delayed until February 14th, and yes, Assassin's Creed Shadows will be coming day one over on to Steam. That has been confirmed. Assassin's Creed Shadows will be releasing February 14th. No longer will it be dropping in November. It is delayed for a further polish. We'll go over the official statement, but Assassin's Creed Shadows will release on Steam. The game will mark the return of our new releases on Steam day one. I wonder why that is. Couldn't pop off with a subscription service, could ya? Couldn't pop off with people going to your platform to buy a lot of games, huh? Funny how this seems to happen over and over and over and over again. If EA couldn't do it, if Activision with Call of Duty couldn't do it, I mean, damn right, Ubisoft, I guess you're coming back to Steam as well. Also, we are departing from the traditional season pass model. All players will be able to enjoy the game at the same time on February 14th, and those who pre-order the game will be granted the first expansion for free. Man, Ubisoft doing things to actually be consumer friendly. I guess the backlash has finally hit them. I mean, I've been bugging out over the fake early access for I don't know how long. This is finally something that is being done away with, which is incredibly exciting. I guess Ubisoft just trying to go super greed mode. Finally, the consumer has pushed back. I mean, it took longer than I would have liked, but thank the high heavens. Star Wars Outlaws was just absolutely egregious, you guys, and that game, by the way, also coming back to Steam, or coming to Steam November the 21st, I believe is the date. Absolutely do not be spending a premium dollar on that. Wait for it to get heavily discounted. I mean, just great to see another W for the consumer. We'll see. The next W would be if PlayStation reverts back to not requiring account linking. However, it looks like PlayStation probably going to be a little bit stubborn with that, and they got a console to promote, so I don't know what they're going to do as far as that's concerned. However, let's go over the full statement. Dear players, Assassin's Creed Shadows is a dream project for us, finally bringing the series to feudal Japan with many features developed with our community in mind, such as parkour or the renewed stealth brought by new technology, all set in a beautiful and immersive world. This is an ambitious addition to the franchise, a rich experience that can be lived through the eyes of two unique protagonists, but we realize we need more time to polish and refine the experience, pushing further some of our key features. As such, we've made the decision to postpone the release date to February 14, 2025. The game will release on a broad range of platforms, including Steam at launch. Additionally, pre-orders will be refunded, and all future pre-orders will be granted the first expansion for free. We understand this decision will be coming as disappointing news, especially to those who've been waiting patiently for Assassin's Creed game inspired by feudal Japan, but we sincerely believe this is the best interest of the game and ultimately your experience as the player. Rest assured, we are looking forward to the moment you embark on a memorable adventure with Naoe and Yasuke. Until then, we thank you for your ongoing support. So much to digest here. I do think this was a great move. I just think right now, Ubisoft, from a perception standpoint, which perception, as we know, can often be reality. Ubisoft's perception as a publisher has never been lower. When you're talking about releasing the first ever Star Wars open world game, and that game seemingly has underperformed commercially, now is not the time to be greedy. Now is not the time to try to nickel and dime your consumer for every last dollar that they are worth. Now is not the time for fake early access. Now is not the time for day one DLC content. Now is the time to rebuild consumer goodwill, because Ubisoft is viewed as, by so many people, so many consumers, as one of, if not the worst publisher in all of gaming right now. This is coming from somebody that gets Ubisoft games sent to them. They sent me Star Wars Outlaws early for free. I am not going to, this never causes me to sugarcoat my opinion. Ultimately, I try to be as transparent with you guys as possible with my opinion, and my opinion does not waver. When it comes to a publisher like Ubisoft, they have been consistently taking the consumer for granted, and it is so vindicating to see us actually be rewarded. A lot of the times when I make these videos, absolutely popping off, raging, And honestly, coming across like a man-child complaining about video games at the age of 28, in these videos, I'm just like, dude, am I just too old for this? What am I doing with my life? But thankfully, sometimes your boy gets rewarded. Sometimes it feels like the good guys win. And in this case, this is so much more than just the game coming back to Steam. Sure, that's a W, but you have to look at what Ubisoft has been doing as far as their special edition, as far as their deluxe editions, and that has been bleeding all over to so many other publishers. I love Space Marine 2, you guys, but you also heard me crap on that game for its fake early access. You're damn right I'm excited for Sparking Zero. I'm gonna crap on that game for its early access. This fake early access gimmick is absolutely atrocious to me, and people can tell me that I'm making too big of a deal out of something that is so minuscule, but what happens is when you look at something from a vacuum and not assessing the grander picture, you just let publishers and developers get away with more and more and more. And then comes New Game Plus getting locked away behind deluxe editions. Then comes day one story-based DLC missions happening like we did with Star Wars Outlaws. Then happens more and more pushing and seeing what you can get away with. You always have to look at situations like what Ubisoft does with their games at a grander scale. And it's not like all of it happened overnight. A lot of it was just slowly happening over time, and then all of a sudden, Star Wars Outlaws, $130 Ultimate Edition, Assassin's Creed Shadows, $130 Ultimate Editions. Oh my goodness, now we're bugging out about it, but you could see the seeds being planted for a very, very long time, and finally, it's just really, really rewarding to see us be rewarded. Not only with Assassin's Creed games coming back to Steam, ultimately we're still probably going through Uplay. I mean, Ubisoft, y'all want to build some real goodwill? How about you pull Uplay as well, of being a necessity? We've seen games like a Dead Space remake launch directly through Steam, even being an EA title. That would ultimately be the best case, but small victories, small victories. I am just ecstatic with this news story. It's not something I expected. And I don't expect every publisher to all of a sudden drop fake early access. I don't expect every publisher to suddenly offer free expansions, to people who pre-order. I don't expect that across the board, quote-unquote free expansions. You could view that however you want, but this is a step in the right direction for Ubisoft, and Ubisoft at one point had a lot of goodwill. Go back to the late 2000s and see how people talked about Ubisoft. They had a lot of goodwill. Now it is absolutely the time to rebuild that goodwill. After you see the performance of games like Avatar, games like Star Wars, guys, it is not cheap to get those licenses, and those games did not do well whatsoever. It is the time to earn the consumer's respect back, and I don't know if this is going to do it. I don't know. It's going to take a long time because Ubisoft has crapped on the consumer for so long. Look at what happened with The Crew, but now Crew 2, Crew Motorfest, getting offline components, Assassin's Creed Shadows, on Steam day one. These are steps in the right direction. It's going to take a lot more to earn the consumer's trust back, but these are steps in the right direction, and I'm here for it. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.